friends, Mark here on Preston Street in Little Italy, and I am excited to introduce you to my new friend, Haig, who is the owner of Form Furniture. This is a funky, magical little place to have a look. Come on in. Mark here again with another edition of Laugh Loves Local, and I am here with my new friend Haig, who is the owner of Form Furniture down here on Preston Street in Little Italy. Thank you for having us today.
Well, thank you for coming.
It's wonderful to finally meet you and come into this beautiful store. Tell me a little bit about what makes Form Furniture different. What is your thing?
Okay. Well, I have an industrial design background.
Okay.
Yes, from Italy, and I studied in Torino on how to make furniture and how to design furniture. So I really fell in love with the trade then. This was 2004 to 2006. And when I finished school, I realized I wanted to be in the furniture making business.
Cool, okay.
So I had my best friend who started a store here in 2008, Mikasa Home, and he got me into the business. And what really differentiates us is we design furniture that we would want to have at our own home.
Okay.
And we build it ourselves as well. We have a builder, Frank, who's been building furniture for over 30 years out of Montreal.
Okay.
And all our designs are custom, exclusive to us. And our turnaround times are very quick.
You were just mentioning that. In fact, when I came in, I noticed this beautiful sofa here that we're sitting on, and you had mentioned that you sold the floor model. Tell me a little bit more about that,
well,
because this is unique.
This is named after my second daughter, Lida, the sectional. And we sold one on a Sunday, and I told Frank, you got to rush me one. We had it the following Friday. So 4 business days, because we picked
That's
up
unheard of.
So it's unheard of.
Yeah, especially when, we're here, all we hear about right now is supply chain issues. So that really does set you apart, especially to be able to support local and have the quick turnaround. Tell me a little bit about, was there a kicking moment in the business for you that sort of just went, there's a light bulb that went on, or I've got to go down this road? What was it?
So I knew I had to grow, because we were at City Center at a 3,500 square foot space, and all our competitors around us are growing. And we needed to grow and to show more, especially to the designers in town who come often enough. Every month they come to see what's new. So if we didn't have enough to offer and to show, then they would go elsewhere.
Right.
So that's what made us come here into a 16,000 square foot space.
Which transitions well into what I'm doing, we as realtors are doing. You're in a relationship business, right? I mean, yes, we know there are lots of furniture stores that people can go to around town, but nothing quite this unique, and certainly nothing that is relationship based. Tell me a little bit about the relationships you have with some of these different designers. What is it that you're bringing to them that they like?
Okay, so we deal with a lot of designers who are, for builders, they're doing their model homes. Okay, so they do a lot of model homes, and we can tweak, according to their plans, we can tweak to their needs. So if they need something exactly that size, we can have it done for them. We have over 1,000 fabrics to choose from. So there's always something that you're going to fall in love with that will work with their color scheme, of course.
Now, you studied in Italy, you speak Italian, and you found yourself here in Little Italy on Preston Street. Is that a coincidence? What caused that?
It is a coincidence in a way, because I was at City Center and I used to drive past Preston practically every day to pick up my kid in the glebe. So this building was for rent for a while, and I kept asking myself, why don't I do it? Why don't I do it? So when you keep asking yourself something, you probably end up doing it eventually.
So there are no coincidences, right? You're growing. You've decided to take the plunge. You've jumped off that proverbial cliff into taking on more space. Are you hiring? You are growing. It has been successful.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit more about that.
So it has been successful. Furniture, retail in general, it's a very herd mentality. You might be super busy one week and then you might be very quiet the following week. So we know that when we're super busy, we never have enough people. And it's hard to find people who are at the same time very passionate about furniture, but also enjoy selling, because a lot of people shy away from selling, you know?
Okay, I get that.
It's a
Sure.
mentality, people have this mentality that a salesman is basically out to get you, which is totally wrong. A good salesman is actually someone who qualifies your client, who listens to your client, who wants to know what the client needs, you know?
You are speaking my language. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, in the world of terrible reputations, realtors are probably seen as being some of the worst because of the old adage of find them, fleece them, and leave them. And that's not at all the way we work as a group. And it's clearly not the way you work as a group. I was looking at your website earlier, and you have something that I really appreciated, and that is the first thing you see is Form Furniture Promise. Tell me a little bit about that, because a lot of people overpromise and underdeliver. Tell me about your promise.
So the thing is, we usually check when someone is ordering something, and we ask them before we qualify them, when is it that you need this item? So we work around what their expectation is from the get-go. And if we know we can't make something done, we're gonna tell you from the get-go. We're not gonna promise something just to make a sale.
Beautiful.
And then let you know 3 months down the line that it's not gonna happen. You know, so there's a lot of things we can check in advance, the fabrics that they're choosing, and there's a lot of things from other suppliers that we can check if it's in stock or not. And if they have an ETA, we know it's an ETA. We tell them it's an ETA and give that little 2 to 3 weeks extra.
I was going to
time.
ask you just, because again, with supply chain issues, how tight is that? So many other furniture stores are saying, yeah, we'll have it to you in a week, and then it's 6 months.
So another thing, sometimes it does happen that we can't deliver on time, but we always have a backup plan. You need a table and chairs because you're having people over. We'll lend you a nice table and chairs until your furniture comes.
Very
We're
nice
probably
touch.
the only store that does that.
I would agree with you.
Yeah. So we do a lot of lending. Like if it happens that they really need something, sometimes they even know they're going to get it in 2 months, but we propose it because we know they need it. So
Beautiful. That's fantastic. Is there anything else off the top of your head that you can think of that would want to have some of our friends come and meet you, see you? What is it about this place that makes it so special for you?
So this place, why it's special for me? Because it really formed me who I am today. I went through so much, sorry to say, but hell, getting this place ready. And I learned a lot in my own resilience of how much I can take. I also feel like this place talks to me. I don't know why, because it was so different when I got the keys and what it looks like now.
Beautiful.
It just talks to me.
Well, there's an old expression that smooth seas don't make for good sailors. So you've obviously overcome some very, very strong seas. You've leaned in. I can see you're very, very passionate about what it is that you do, right from the point of building the furniture all the way through. It's nice to meet somebody that is that passionate. Even though I sell homes for a living, I'm still very passionate about what it is that I do, because I see it more from the standpoint of it's not about selling a home, it's about impacting and having a chapter in somebody's life that was important to them. And people keep furniture.
Yeah.
I remember as a child, we had a piece of furniture that lasted forever, right? And I don't know if you can say that about a lot of furniture today. So clearly this is stuff that would last.
Yeah, well, these are all solid wood frames, hand built. The frames are lifetime warranty.
Wow, okay.
And we have a lot of fabrics that are commercial grade, they call it. So they have over 200,000 double rubs. That's the standardized test that they do.
Okay, what does that look like? What does that mean? A double rub?
That's a standardized test they do, and when the fabric starts showing wear, that's where the cutoff line is.
Okay.
So 200,000 double rub means they've rubbed the fabric 200,000 times before it started wearing any signs of wear.
That's a lot of butts in the chair.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I mean, we do have a lot of things that will last 20, 25 years, you know, like the old days.
Very cool. And as we sit here today, we are in front of this magical screen that is
5-1 now.
It's now 5-1 for Portugal. Well, friends, I hope you'll take an opportunity to come down, have a look at this absolutely beautiful store. There are some very unique pieces, very modern, and lots of style, airy, and a spectacular location where they've got parking in the front and in the back, right?
Well, the front is city, the back we have 8 spots for clients.
Perfect. Well, Hank, thank you very much. It was wonderful meeting you, wonderful knowing a little bit more about your store. I will come in with my partner and we will have a look at some stuff, and I encourage all of my friends to come down and have a hello and have a look around. So thank you.